The presentation on preconception. Let me go ahead and get this slideshow going. Alright, so Maharishi Ayurveda Preconception, and I am the presenter, Shauna Joseph. Alright, so preparing for preconception. So in understanding the gift that is given to us to produce new life, we need to understand ourselves, have a plan, and prepare to bring life into this world. The preparation is not just for baby, but also for the mother and the father. The introduction will be looking at the overall health of the mother and father, lifestyle, diet, routine, and transcendental meditation, and then imbalances that can present when in mental, physical health when we are looking at preconception from an Ayurvedic standpoint. Our wholeness is to ensure that fertility will be enhanced with both mother and father. It must be prepared, established with proper diets to nourish the physiology. So specific lifestyle changes, routines, and dietary needs must be met to ensure that the mind, body, and environment are ready for mother, father, and baby. To make this possible, we need to follow the steps given to us by Maharishi's Ayurveda Happy Healthy Baby Mother Program. So our overview is preparation for conception, lifestyle, diet routine, and transcendental meditation, and then we'll address the imbalances in both mental and physical health. So in preparation for concept, here we have, we need to make sure that there is a mutual understanding between mother and father before preconception about bringing new life into this world. And before preconception, we have to assess the mother and the father's overall mental and physical health and home environment. Recommendations for these imbalances and follow-up are necessary to make sure with your primary care provider that everything is going right, not just an Ayurvedic consultant. So certain examples of these are panchakarma, infertility, what all might be going on. So in understanding this gift, bringing new life in, we need to see the significant changes in the family and society that's going on around us while we prepare for preconception. Another thing is making sure how our reproductive tissues are. We need to make sure that the health of the mother, the father, the child will be supported during this, even before conception even happens. So that's why it's in preconception. And in that, there are certain consents that need to be made between the parents, that both of them are willing to have, they have the same perspective on bringing life into the world. We also need to make sure that the finances, the timing, the home, everything is working out properly. We need to assess, like I said, I've put mental and physical health. Things like that help with mental health is implementing TM, Maharishi yoga asanas, behavioral rasayanas, seeing that the balance and there's a balanced nutrition, exercise. If there's rejuvenation needed, like implementing panchakarma into when or in that preconception before conception is even considered, or like supplements. We need to make sure that we stay rested, that we are, like the mother and the father, are happy. Happiness is so important because in that happiness, that's what you're bringing that baby into. We also, like I said, panchakarma is something to be considered when thinking about preconception, to remove certain toxins from the body and to get a lifestyle routine and diet going. So make sure all the different, the agnis are balances, the doshas are balanced, that ojas is present and enhanced to strengthen like the vitality and immunity during this stage in your life. And prevent anything like health-wise that could end up harming the fetus. And in that, we need to make sure with the panchakarma that depending on the consultation that you do receive, what level you are needing a panchakarma, if it's something that needs to be more drastic or something that's not as bad at all. So a lot of women, what they implement is a vata diet because there's so much change going on that vata is usually thrown off balance. So we recommend a vata diet for mother as long as there's not imbalances anywhere else in her dosha. And with that, we will move into our next slide, which is the let's see, showing that, like I said, the preparation for conception. Mother and father must be in mutual agreement, bringing new life into this world. This is not just overall mental and physical health, but also the home environment, being prepared for mother, father, and baby. Things like consent, planning, and need to be considered. Panchakarma, I'd already discussed when we're thinking about preconception, even intimacy before preconception, because that has to have a healthy start also. All right, so like I said, here's where we get into lifestyle, diet, routine, and transcendental meditation. When considering preconception, mental health needs need to have things like transcendental meditation, yoga asanas, behavioral asanas. So certain yoga is recommended for the mother, certain yoga is recommended for the father to help with certain issues they might be having in their dosha and balance, or just to prepare them for preconception. Meditation also helps with overall mental health, and it is necessary because it affects the fetus when mother is carrying. It also affects the home life. The behavioral asanas are something that need to be looked at, and they're on an individual basis. They vary from person to person, but just certain changes in behavior can help so much when it comes to this. Along with mental health, physical health needs need to be addressed, like a balanced nutrition, exercise, and maybe rejuvenation procedures, along with Maharishi Ayurveda's supplements. So, like I said, with the mother, they usually recommend a vata diet, but certain needs need to be met as far as dietary needs. Especially to enhance their fertility. They have certain recommendations as far as how cow's milk is. If cow's milk's not able to be taken, there's goat's milk, because they say baby actually does well after nursing on goat's milk, because cow's milk can be a little bit hard on the stomach. Also, the benefits of ghee to increase the agni and balance out the hormonal system and relax the nervous system. It also has vitamin K in it, and vitamins A, D, and E for antioxidants. We also look at the fathers to be on making sure that they're promoting having that health to promote themselves, to be able to have the proper sperm production. So like having the milk, having the butter, having like just rich, unctuous foods for that nutrition. Nuts also are to be considered when it comes to father. They need to avoid spicy foods, smoking for both mother and baby because that harms the quality of both the egg and the sperm. Avoiding cool foods and beverages. We've got also certain nutritional benefits with fruits, vegetables, and supplements that need to be met, as far as like dairy products, getting proper vitamin D, getting proper amounts of vitamin B12, iron for the mother. Also, we also want to make sure that the diet is pure for sattva, or to increase that sattva mind. So we try to make sure that that is maintained to increase the ojas during the time. So in maintaining a routine, actually lifestyle needs to be adjusted. So lifestyle, like I said, not smoking, incorporating yoga asanas in there. Before all of that, making sure there's panchakarma. But as far as the lifestyle and routine, just making sure you have like something like self-body massage incorporated, and that if you need certain aromas like aromatherapy, incorporating those. Depending on the dosha, you'll have to see what herbs to incorporate with that also, like brushing the teeth, scraping the tongue, having the yoga in the morning and the evening with meditation before meals. Making sure the home environment is of good energy and organized appropriately to make sure that the activity of the room balances out. It's creating harmony and bliss. Like you can play even certain musics, play into that. The bedding helps with that. Let's see. As far as the maintaining the balance to the home. And then diet, like I've discussed, is a vital part of mother and father in balancing life for baby and family. All right, so we're gonna, and like I've touched on it, but transcendental meditation, they've done a lot of studies, and that plays a big part as far as the mental, emotional health, and the environment that baby is being brought into, because mother, father, and baby need to have that balanced way of living, and transcendental meditation, along with the lifestyle diet routine, helps quite a bit. All right, so addressing imbalances in both mental and physical health. So that would be dosha imbalances. In this section, we'll address the importance of consulting your primary care doctor and Avijah when imbalances are present to have the best outcome for mother, baby, and father. There can be female and male infertility issues, along with the imbalances in Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Doshas that can be addressed with panchakarma and the suggested regimen. But if there might need to be further steps taken by a Western doctor, that needs to happen before or during or while y'all are considering preconception. So in this, there can be imbalances such as something with the female. It could end up being with her period. It could end up being, or her menses. It could also be with it could also be with like abnormal bleeding, endometriosis, certain polycystic ovarian syndrome, tumors, or other types of infertility. Weight can play an issue in it as far as imbalances also. So some of those things need to be addressed. When it comes to father with imbalances, we need to look at the sperm, like the sperm production, if it's got the vitality that it needs, if there's any kind of weakness in the male reproductive system, like erectile dysfunction. We need to look at the age of the male, like the depletion of reproductive tissues. Impotency is another thing, and that is sometimes due to psychological reasons, which transcendental meditation helps a lot with that. We need to look at, so all of those play a big role and right in preconception and need to be addressed, and find out what is going to be best going forward when thinking about having a baby. So let's look at the summary. We've gone over the steps for preparing for preconception, changes that need to be made in lifestyle, diet, routine, and adding transcendental meditation and addressing any imbalances that may be present in mental and physical health. So in conclusion, in our wholeness, in order to make the proper preparation for a baby, we need to see that mother and father need to have a certain protocols according to what Maharishi Ayurveda Happy Healthy Baby implements for the best and happiest outcome for this new family union. In the protocols provided, we talk about the preparations from preconception, which comprise of lifestyle, diet, routine, and transcendental meditation. But nevertheless, we must also be prepared for certain diseases in the reproductive health and doshic imbalances when it comes to preconception, to prepare ourselves. So here are the references that I gathered information from, and that is my presentation on preconception. Thank you very much.